Here we are in the next one. Alright, let's go.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode
Crystal
2 in our
Scar.
series covering the lore of League of Legends. In this episode, we'll be covering the Field of Justice that is home to the Dominion mode, the Crystal Scar.
Yeah, so that's I mean, this is completely irrelevant now, but it is kind of interesting to watch this as well. So I remember Crystal Scar. I prefer Dominion to like any other mode, really. Like I think Dominion was a lot more fun, a lot more fast paced, fast respawns, a bit more random than just going fucking all mid all the time. And you could choose your champion, which is great.
Kalamanda used to be just a small sleepy village located close to the Morgrand Pass, a barrier between north and south of the continent. However, this quiet status has changed. Rich deposits of gold and hems as well as 2 nexuses have been discovered. Reports of mineral strikes have lured hundreds into investing their money there. The 2 biggest investors were of course Noxus and Demacia. That wouldn't have been problematic if not for the Kalamanda City Council, who had allowed only one city-state to obtain a mining contract. After that ruling, both Demacia and Noxus have vastly increased their numbers within the city as both wanted to obtain that contract. Both states have selected a league champion to lead their respective delegations. Garen, the Might of Demacia, and Katarina, the Sinister Blade, eldest daughter.
I remember there was like a mini love story between Garen and Katarina. Well, Garen fell in love with Katarina, but because she's from Noxus, they couldn't be together. So like he would always go to battle, hoping to fight her. That's the only way for him to meet her, or some shit like that.
This was a clear sign of how much both sides wanted this contract. Soon after, an earthquake rocked Kalamanda, causing the Mithril mine to collapse, trapping 12 Demacian miners underground.
Okay.
The rescue action had been started immediately and helped out by groups from the League, Piltover and Ionia. In a surprising turn of events, the Noxians had offered their help as well. The miners were trapped underground for a month before they were finally rescued. They were weakened but happy, and so was everyone helping those people, until a body had been discovered underground. The body of a Noxian soldier, which the geologists had pointed out was the initial fault of the collapse. Tensions at the rescue site nearly caused a fight to break out, but the Noxian rescuers withdrew quietly. Before the investigation of the collapse was anywhere near the truth.
Yeah, I wonder why Noxus was volunteering to help out then, no?
Salamander's officials had made an immediate ruling to grant Demacia the exclusive mining contract, establishing a permanent partnership between Demacia and Kalamanda.
Okay.
In return, Demacia would open a direct trade route to Kalamanda, making it one of its provinces. All independent affiliated mining companies were made to withdraw their operations, leaving Demacians as the only people with access to the minerals. Soon after, the village was supposed to be visited by King Jarvan III, accompanied by his son. The monarch had sent word that he was going to visit Kalamanda personally to sign the agreement.
That's J4.
The atmosphere at the site was quickly ruined by the appearance of Swain, Noxus's master tactician. He brought forward a Demacian soldier who confessed to murdering the miners and trying to frame Noxus. Once the king asked the soldier about his motivation, he stated that he'd been given his orders by Prince Jarvan IV. The ceremony quickly turned into chaos, resulting in the postponing of the signing of the mining contract and nearly causing a battle to ensue after Jarvan IV's accusation that Swain had tried to fabricate the whole situation. Fortunately, as the League dictates, open battle would be punished harshly, but that didn't stop either Noxus or Demacia. Both had sent for reinforcements and begun gathering a regular army. Obviously the soldiers were there just for protection. Both sides were waiting for interrogation of the Demacian soldier. The people of Kalamanda were forced to flee their homes, and soon after, the Demacian soldier who was supposed to be a part of the mining conspiracy had been found dead, poisoned in his cell. Despite the fact that both sides declined anything to do with the death, military action had increased. Soon after, the news had reached Noxus, and its head general Darkwill himself had made his way to Kalamanda. Unfortunately for him, he'd been found slain on the road to the village. Analyzing the crime scene did not help at all. Scouts had been unable to find...
Wait. Say that again?
Had increased. Soon after, the news had reached Noxus, and and its head General Darkwill himself had made his way to Camelot.
General Darkwill, okay.
Unfortunately for him, he'd been found slain on the road.
But he died on the way, okay. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure.
Analyzing the
I don't even know who
crime
General Darkwill is, to be honest, so...
did not help at all. Scouts had been unable to find traces of the killers. Of course, Demacia was blamed for the assault, as the only force on the continent who would be so bold. The situation has caused an all-out war, as some claim it was Prince Jarvan who started the fight by Sultan Swain in the Russian camp. But it doesn't matter. Both armies have collided on the outer fields of Calamander. Neither side could get an advantage, and Jarvan has not been seen since the initial assault, but Garen has kept the Demacian morale up. This wasn't to the liking of the League. With the help of Zillion the Chrono Keeper and dozens of summoners, the League has frozen the whole battlefield into a gigantic stasis field, leaving both forces in suspense.
I love that Zillion can interfere in the war, like stop it, and then participate in the battle as a champion. Interesting.
Soldiers were to be sent back home, and the League of Justice has announced the village had no longer become suited for living. 400 summoners had been sent to the edges of the conflict in order to make sure no serious damage had been done to Runeterra because of the stasis spell. Despite their efforts, the area would be magically unstable for at least decades. Days after the intervention against the forces of both great city-states, surveyors of the League...
Was that Jaina with red hair?
...had found a piece of land that could be salvaged and repurposed to serve as a field of justice that we all now know as the Crystal Scar. Soon after, the League started rebuilding Calamander in order to make it a proper field of justice. And that's all I've got for you this time around. Let me know you enjoyed the video by hitting that like button, leaving your comments and feedback in the section.
I never knew the history behind Crystal Scar. That's actually pretty cool. They really put like story behind like why we're putting this mode. Now it's like, well, Earth. Well, Aram. I don't even know if Aram has an actual story. You think about it, probably not, because it's in the Frey Lords. It's like, why would we be attacking Frey Lord? There's nothing there to gain, really. So, whatever. But, yeah, it's pretty cool that they're doing... Actually, it might be that Frey Lord is attacking us, so we're defending it, kind of thing. Defending against them. Maybe, I know maybe that's the story behind Aram. That is actually really cool. I never knew this. All the videos, again, they were informative and generally entertaining. I thoroughly enjoyed every lore video you posted, and please never stop. Alright, yeah, we're gonna give a like. And yeah, we're gonna go to the next one then. Cool. We learned about Crystal Scar, which is completely relevant in 2022, but what was cool.